Uh-oh. Welcome, 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 one and all. Back to the Gerudo Valley. I'm here, Gerudo King, bringing you Week 7B, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo of FC Hong Kong versus Rooster Pizza, WBP. Let's get right into it. They've already chosen the map bands and such, so we'll just do a quick stop here. Nothing really different. FC Hong Kong pushes further into first place. We did raid over to Toki on Tuesday after our game, and we saw that Cosmos was taking down, I think it was Dragon Ball Z. So Cosmos has pushed forward and taken fourth place on their own. But Rooster Pizza Boys have some room to get a 2-0 and put a step up over Phoenix Rising Amethyst. So that's who they play next week. So it'll be crucial for them to at least make some kind of statement today to solidify their spot in the standings. Take a switch over to the map screen. FC Hong Kong was home team this round. They chose first pick, which left the first map ban to Rooster Pizza. They got rid of Battlefield and Braxis, two Bs, because we don't have Booty Bay on here anymore. And FC got rid of Cursed and Garden again. Were the two they banned last time. But Pizza said, you know what? We're going to not ban Volskaya, and we're going to pick it. So we are going to Volskaya, courtesy of Rooster Pizza WBP. And that means that, like we said, first pick is going to go to FC. See what we can do differently this week if Pizza has taken the 48 hours to come up with a battle plan, some kind of change in strategy. We remember game 1 was pretty rough. It was an early race victory for Pizza on Battlefield, but they quickly lost that advantage and never got caught up in momentum the rest of that game. Then we went to Tomb of the Spider Queen, and it was almost a 30-minute banger, which could have gone either way. And then it ended with a climactic fight by Hong Kong's Bruiser Camp that felt like it was going to go either way, but ultimately they pulled it out and were able to push back. Game 2 highlights, we saw Calorix's Junkrat nailing back-to-back rip tires. So I'd like to see either a solution for that from Pizza tonight, or to just make sure they ban it out and not deal with it, because there were a couple fights that Pizza could have won if it wasn't for the torrential downpour of damage coming out of Calorix. So we are just readying up in the lobby. And we should be on our way to a hot start. Here's the countdown begins, and we swap over to the draft screen in a second. It's coming. It's coming. It was supposed. There it is. Don't mind the lobby. But we're here at Volskaya. Game 1. Week 7. Part 2 of Division D in the Nexus Gaming Series. As we roll into the draft screen, FC Hong Kong with first pick. Getting rid of Pedo Zuljin. We've seen that from a number of different teams. Volskaya is one of Zuljin's best maps. He's able to stack his ding build quickly on the Protector. Banning out the Blaze. These bans are coming in hot and fast. Zuljin, Blaze, Vala. Are we going to get a healerless ban phase in the first round? Crazy. Madness. Madness, I tell you. Oh yeah, we've got Cranky, we've got Doc, we've got Night, we've got Pedo, and we have Sugarman on the side of Rooster Pizza. See what they do with him. We've got Geo, we've got Splendid Daddy, we've got Special Chai, Calyrex and Helix the cat. First picking the Anduin for the side of FC Hong Kong. Always a solid choice, especially with no healers being banned out. A lot of S-tier healers to choose from. See where Pizza goes. Starting with a Leoric and a Falstad. So, with all of the S-tier heroes in the healer category still up, Pizza has opted not to take one. And there's the Junkrat. So, going to see if they have an answer for it this time, because he sure got away with a lot of stuff last time. A Muradin out of Geo. I like seeing a Muradin. We got the Anduin on Helix. So where do we go? We get rid of a Li Ming. Li Ming, I mean, a strong burst mage. It would feel weird to have that much range out of her and Junkrat with a Muradin, because the Muradin would pretty much be up in there all by himself. But Li Ming can still be scary. And we've got Leo, so last ban coming out of FC, and they're going to get rid of Cranky's Rhaegar. So he's going to be on something else tonight. Probably defaulting to a Stukov or an Ariel, if I know his picks. Which means Sugarman's probably going to be the tank for Pizza tonight. Grabbing a Malfurion and a Chromie. Alright. So not a lot of sustained damage out of Pizza unless Pato goes for the auto attack build on Falstad. It's going to be a little rough because Leo's not exactly like a wall of meat. He needs to be able to drain off someone, and Chromie's going to be nowhere near the fight, so let's see what Pato can do on his Falstad. Hanzo coming in for a special Chai, and Thrall for Splendidaddy, so what tank are they going to round out their comp with? Needs to be someone pretty self-sustaining, and the Mal'Ganis comes through for Sugarman. It feels like there's a lot of CC though. Mal'Ganis into an Anduin route. Mal'Ganis into Junkrat doesn't feel good to me. Junkrat really having a lot of crap on the board to get Mal'Ganis' way. Muradin, I mean Stormbolt, and if he goes Skullcracker. So we'll see if they can pull this off as we go into game one. Place your bets. I don't have bets. I don't have a mod. I don't know how to do a poll. We're just here. We're just hanging out. We're having fun. No worries here. And go. Popping on over here. What is it? Get my screens back up. Bada bing, bada boom. Get ready to pop my button so you can all see who's who. Oh, yeah, someone's running a potato over here. It's not me. I'm just the video man. Just the video man this week. Need to be an affiliate to do polls. Ben, just go ahead and do one. Just make one. You can just put one in chat and people can just have fun with it. We don't have to bet rupees or Gerudo bucks or the Dezu dollars or whatever currency you want to use. Oh, here we go. Zoom out, chat off, talents on, and put those pop-ups on the board so everyone can see who is everyone. And let's scroll on over to the center of the map, see what kind of talents come out. Dwarf Lockout of Murder. We've got a pause from Pato, so someone on Pizza did not connect correctly. Rolling Thunder coming out. So again, this is a Thrall build. I prefer this one. It makes him a lot stronger in the 1v1 in the off lane. Uh, Basically, once you hit someone with your Q, uh, if you hit the next person you attack is a hero, you will then do a ton of max HP damage, and you'll heal for it. And you get an extra bounce on your Qs. That's kind of cool. And we've got a time to feed. So if Mal'Ganis can get in there and do some work with it, he'll be okay. But again, I think he's going to be locked up and knocked around, and I don't know. Not not sure I feel incredibly great about it. But Mal'Ganis can do some stuff and keep people busy. I think the biggest issue is like Hanzo's going to be able to stay away from him. And just like I said, there's a lot of CC coming out, so just gonna hang out here, wait for the pause to end. Bring the oh. Oh, well, the chat has gone completely cursed. Completely cursed, so we're just going to leave that off the screen. Doesn't matter quite what they're looking at, what they're typing in there. Just going to hang out. And I mean, what good MOBA casting scenario doesn't include some kind of pause at some point during the day? So, you know, if this was LCK for League of Legends, we'd have like a 30-minute pause while someone dumped water on their keyboard. Could potentially, I think EU has some batteries come out of mice, like all kinds of crazy stuff. Um, just waiting on the pause, just hanging out with our people, just waiting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do here because we're just gotta wait for the rules. Give people time to come back in. I could go grab a drink, but that would be a real shame if the game started while I was away from the computer. So, I mean, who is... I don't even... They all moved. Everybody moved, so I'm not even sure what the pause is for. Unless someone had to walk away from the computer for a second, but it's not like anyone didn't connect. They're all out here. Oh, wait. There we go. Doc had disconnected because it had Chromie was just Chromie, so puzzle solved. Doc is here, ready to play. Everyone is on the board. Prepare to measure genitalia as they all storm the middle in game one. Coming in bigly huge. Sleep Roots out of Malfurion. Asane Renewal from Leoric. Q build from Chromie. And it is the auto attack build out of Falstad and Pato over there. And everybody's just throwing some stuff around. Leoric goes for the extra soak right away. Cleaning up the bot lane. Malfurion getting caught by the loop by the Thrall, but he's able to walk around. 5v4 in the mid. Leo getting a little bit of extra soak right away as the four-mans now rotate to the top. Hanzo jumping over the wall into the Falstad that's there waiting for him. Falstad way up close by the Murden, able to walk away. Gets a big heal from something or another. Gets bopped out of the way. Probably healing from one of the Malfurion Qs. He might have already hit a fountain as well. Looks like FC has walked away from the wave before the next wave was clear, so everyone's kind of scattered right now. Mal'Ganis gets stunned in the steam vent, but no one's there to do anything, just letting him know he is there. So the rotations are a little bit staggered as Leo comes to try to claim something up in the middle and leaves. So guns are going to start being taken. Thrall on the left, Malfurion soloing the camp on the right. He is not going to get that done with any kind of speed. You see Chromie coming down to help quickly. Leo looked like he wanted to help for a moment and backed off. So everybody playing a little respectfully. Nothing crazy going on any early engages or anything. You've got the movement speed warping time traps out of Chromie. Pizza hits 4 first. Mark it on the calendar. That's an XP lead for Rooster Pizza WBP. Within the first 2 minutes of the game, we take those. But the siege camp is taken by FC and not Pizza, so there's an extra camp on the board. Pizza's going to go and try to aggressively clear the wave, but Hong Kong's going to come try to flank him. 4-man on the top here, sleeping roots onto the Muradin. Malganis tries to go in, doesn't have much to go off of, so he has to walk away. As both 4-mans are up here, but that means that there's a siege camp up here for Hong Kong and not for Rooster Pizza. So they have a little bit more work to do to clear the wave. Malganis going for a sleep on Muradin in the storm vent down there. Able to get Concussive Mind away by the Junkrat to buy the Muradin some space, but the poke coming out of Hanzo and Junkrat whittling down the side of Rooster Pizza, but Malfurion's not bad into it. He just needs to start hitting some more Moonfires to get those burst heals. He's unable to tell who's really got the... As long as they've got a hot on them, I'm assuming they've got the Malfurion mark. Malganis gets booped back, but the roots come out to buy him some space. And the objective has spawned. Leo trying to get some early time on it for a whole 5% as he gets pushed off, but he got up to 11. Waiting to see the siege camp being taken by Pizza. We can look over here. Lifesteal autos. We've got the mark going on Malfurion when he takes it. We got the exploding W from Malganis. Dude, yep, this Thrall looks like he's going that Thrall build he did last time. Desperate Prayer. We've got the 2 heroes with the Chastise. Almost getting the Hanzo there. The Q from Falstad just coming up short. The return Q might have been enough. But they've got Hanzo on notice. So Hanzo did go the Scatter Arrow build, which is already done. Wild. At 4 minutes, that talent is already complete. So he gets tons of arrows now because of that. But Pizza has taken the objective down here. Thrall's working on the Leoric. Leoric is hanging in there slowly. But it looks like Hong Kong has said we have enough percentage. We can go do some other stuff on the map. They're going to try to grab the heal Madougal before they come back. They do have a smidge of XP as they went and pushed some lanes. But Pizza trying to... They grab their gun, so they have a gun, an extra minigun turret to help defend this if they get pushed into. It looks like we're going to... Leo's coming to reinforce this to make sure that they get this captured. So 5v4, Thrall comes up to help too. Slowing Sands are out for Chromie, so they have the ult advantage from the Chromie. It's going to help them push a little bit. The root comes out from Thrall, gets onto the Falstad. He's able to barrel roll out of the way before Muradin can follow up. Overtime comes out. You've got a minigun just doing some work, but Falstad goes down. And now everybody's getting rooted up in the back line. Malgan is trying to Feral Claw his way through the front line of Hong Kong. But Leo has to spooky walk out of the way, so 99%. Pizza gets pushed off of the objective. Heal Madougal beating the miniguns. And Pizza has to step away about half a level down already. Hanzo eating some sand blasts from Chromie. 99% both sides. Falstad flies back in, so we're going back in for a 5v5. Knight has no health on his Leoric. He doesn't want to go in there unless he can get a spooky hand on somebody, but he's just going to keep eating the scatter arrows on the way in. Sugarman can't break in because it's essentially a 4v5 as Pato walks out with no health. Leo can't even engage with any health there. And looks like Sugarman did what he could to buy space, but he just didn't have the numbers on his team to help out there. Looks like they rotated drivers in the Protector. That's kind of fun. Didn't like who originally grabbed it, so they swap out real quick, and now everyone's starting to beat up on it. 10s come out for FC as they push with this. We've got Avatar, Sundering, so they're going to do the big lockup again. Pizza's trying to push into this Protector. They do not want this fight. You cannot do this. You are not level 10. They get the roots as they pop the Protectors, so they're able to get one. They haven't died yet, despite not having ults up, so a solid fight from Pizza, grabbing the roots onto the Protector as the other two spawn into them. really getting a good surprise play on that. I don't think that FC expected them to commit to that fight being down 10, so a good heads up play from Pizza to push that. Gust from Falstad, Tranquility out of Malfurion, Carrion Swarm. I kind of like that more because I feel like the nasty bargain or the life swap, whatever nonsense Mal'Ganis does, probably would be interrupted more. Cage and Slowing Sand. So there's no damage coming out of Pizza's ultimate choices here. All just kind of sustain, like, extending the length of the fights. So it's all going to be in their ability to really make use of positioning and their actual fighting. Looking for the 4-man here. Mal'Ganis goes with the claws, swoops up onto the Muradin. He goes for the Carrion Swarm. There's no one there. And it's also really early. Oh, as the Dragon Arrow into Stormbolt comes in, he's able to claw his way out, Gust to push everyone away and reset the fight. So that's where you're going to see Pizza really doing well to kind of just take care of the fight, reset it so there's nothing really, like, they can't get caught by anything unawares. The Leo goes down. Falstad flies down here to deal with the Thrall. I don't know if he's got the damage for it, but he's going to do some work. Feral Spirit comes out and locks up Falstad so he can't keep chasing. But that leaves the 3 people up here to deal with the 4-man as they go for the heal Madougal. Chromie throwing some Dragon's Breaths out. Nothing there. Malfurion almost got in to stop the take, but he was rooted before he could get into the circle. And all the ults are down for Pizza right now. As for FC, the Cage comes out. They grab the Muradin of all, who gets yanked out by the Anduin. Mal'Ganis gets blown over to the side of the fight. We're going to see that happen over and over again to Mal'Ganis as he goes in, and he cannot get out in time. His Carrion Swarm was still on cooldown. He definitely would have wanted it to get out from there. 4-1. Pizza down about a level in XP. Leoric trying to push the Thrall back as the objective is going to spawn top lane. And no one... They're pinging the gun. As we look at the gun and realize that no one's taking it, Pizza starts pinging it. Or FC. I can't tell if the pings are color-coded on the Observer client, so my bad. But both guns are up now, bottom lane, as Pizza's clearing mid. They do have talent tier. Take us to the MasterCard replay desk. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Dr. Cries. I don't have one of those. I'm going to need some sponsorships. Pizza going all in on the enemy gun camp. That was a Leo cage I saw that just fell apart, so, okay. But they did get both guns. I believe that FC has a heal goodie on them. They sure do. And everyone kind of standing around. Pizza's clumping as was a 5, as 4. Leo goes up by himself. Very spooky. But he's got a spooky hand to counter their spooky, so look at him go. He's alright. He's got his mop and bucket. The Muradin in the cloud misses the Stormbolt, which is fine because everyone he didn't have any friends with him anyway. So 74% on the objective as Helix walks out before anyone can get to him. And now it's a 3-1-1 as Pizza goes and gets their own objective time here. I'd like to see them push with the man advantage up here. Muradin missing the Stormbolt, but everyone runs away. Rooster Pizza's 5-man running away from the 1-man Muradin dwarf jump in. Dragon Arrow getting 2 people on the back line, but no one's there to follow up yet, so that is a critical ult down. The Riptire running around in circles has the team of Rooster Pizza split. Leo is hanging out at the objective just watching what's happening. Light Bomb gets gusted away. Well done, Pado, with your gust there. But remember, there's no damage ultimates on the side of Pizza. There's nothing here. They just need to fight with all of their regular powers. Their ults don't bring anything to this fight. Slowing Sands are up for Chromie. She just dropped them down. Falstad drops like a sad sack of potatoes. And there goes Mal'Ganis too. Leo, watching the fight for a little too long, gets caught out as his team crumbles around him. 3 for nothing. Positive trade for FC Hong Kong. They walk away. They did not. They did not finish the objective. They're going to go get the camp down here first. So Thrall deciding he does want to come get this camp, but Leo, I don't know if Leo gets up in time. He walks away. He does not want to contest it, as everyone is just respawning on the side of Pizza. Falstad can fly up there. Mal'Ganis can get up there. All the structures on Pizza are about half health, other than this top fort. So this Punisher could get a lot of work done if they just want to swing through the front line. But already less than half health. Falstad doing some percent health on it. The Leo doing some percent health on it. Cranky almost dropping down. Able to keep it going. The laser beam detonate kills the fort, but the Punisher's not going to get anything else done here. So again, Pizza's ultimates, they're good at like delaying and dragging the fight out, but their damage is just going to be rough to deal with, especially because it's a lot of burst from Chromie, and Anduin loves that burst stuff. That he does not mind. He likes healing that up. 5v4 in the mid with a 2.5 level lead. Pizza needs to figure out how to soak or get something done. The Protector has just been left over there. The Dragon Arrow comes out. Blight Bomb Muradin comes in. We saw this last week. Gust is able to get out as Falstad was not caught by the stun. Riptire comes in. Not much to do. Malfurion is almost out of mana. Can't do anything to help the Mal'Ganis, who's, I assume, concussive mind away. Leoric drops his cage. 1v5, so nothing happening there. Assume just to try to buy some space or save this fort as long as he could, but Malfurion trying to go for some blind roots, but Hanzo just comes over and delivers a scatter arrow to the neck, and Malfurion is dropped. The forests will not be protected by their Master Druid for the next 30 seconds. They take their gun. FC Hong Kong takes their prize and walks away. Pizza is picking up the scraps on the map. Leo's hanging out in top lane as everybody respawns, and FC now looks to take the bottom fort. Falstad's here alone to try to defend. Chromie walks around, spots the Thrall. Falstad able to get away, but the Sundering is going to lock up the Chromie. The Gust comes out, dissuading the Light Bomb Muradin again. So Pato's Gusts are doing well to stop that. Mal'Ganis gets canceled out of his Carrion Swarm as he goes to try to help his friends get out. He does get out in time, and he doesn't lose his Carrion Swarm, so he probably isn't feeling too bad about that. But coming in on the flank in a 3v5 when your DPS are running away, not the greatest place to be in. But FC's going to start running around taking camps on the map again. So that's a gun. Probably going to look to come up here. They're going to have 20 advantage, almost a 3-level lead. There's no reason that they wouldn't go for the Heal Madougal robot. 20 talents come in. What do you got? You got the Blink Wind Fury out of Thrall, Rewind on Muradin, the Rooting and Stunning Chastise. The jump out of Hanzo instead of play of the game. All right, I like the teleport out of play a game. I think it's always fun. And there's the Riptire talent. So let's see. I mean, Pizza's got some good dissuading, resetting the fight ultimates, but if Junkrat can get, I don't know, 3 Riptires back to back again, it's not gonna matter. They run to the winds. They're still down 2.5 levels. Leo steps up, takes the Dragon Arrow. Muradin jumps in with a Light Bomb, catches 2 people. Gust to come out, save everyone. Chromie is left out on her own. Carrion Swarm is swirling around on nobody. Leo is walking away on his own the unsafe way. Gets Feral spirited down, and everyone's kind of trying to save everyone else when they're down 3 levels. So they're able to keep staying out, but that's Tranquility down, that's Carrion Swarm down, and Gus is still down for 30 seconds. So the fight resetting ultimates of Pizza are on cooldown. They're 2 levels down. Nobody even cares about the 3rd objective down in the bot lane. Nobody wants or needs it. Mal'Ganis gets blown into the back line by Junkrat, but he's going to T-pose float his way back to safety. If safety is what you call it when they're knocking on your fort's door. Falstad right in front of Muradin's face, hitting him with lightning, but I don't know if that's exactly where you want to be. as he barrel rolls back, realizing maybe his bird is a little too out of the cage. Chromie blasting some dragon breath down to try to clear out this siege camp. Oof, the Feral Spirit getting through, getting the Malfurion. That's a 3-man Dragon Arrow just popping on everyone. There's all the circles. The Dragon Arrow, the Light Bomb, the Riptire, everything just falls apart for Pizza behind their wall. Leo is soaking bot lane as FC push through the top lane up here, and all we have left is a Malfurion who is in full healer mode, so he doesn't even have little trees to come out of the roots to help him. Leo trying to get something done, but has to walk away as he can't spooky hand enough, and that's going to be a dead core on Volskaya at pre-18 minutes as Leo drops trying to do something. So, game 1 goes to FC Hong Kong, 15 kills to 1. We got that 1 kill as they popped out of the Punisher, and that was about it. That was about it. It was a fun little kill that they did. It's cute. It's cutesy. It was cutesy. Hanzo doing bonkers damage. Junkrat doing pretty good damage. Thrall doing more damage than, well, I'm going to need to see Doc and Pato step it up. I want to see some more damage come out of them next game. Yeah. I said the front line just did not feel synergistic in tune with each other. Mal'Ganis just, I think, into that comp was just this oversight on how much it would be difficult for him to stick. You need Mal'Ganis to be able to stick in the enemy line and cause chaos, and when 3 out of 5 of the heroes on the enemy team can just make Mal'Ganis stand still while everybody runs away from him, that's not what Mal'Ganis likes. He also likes a lot of auto attack heroes, so he can go his Vampiric Aura and give everyone a little bit of lifesteal, but yeah, it's not. They didn't go for that. So see what they do for game 2. That's our pizza boys. They usually come out in game 2 and come out a little bit more swingy, ready to play on game 2. Healing numbers are, I mean, Malfurion was doing the best he could. We'll give Cranky his props. It's not often we see the pizza healer do a lot, but it could also be said that there wasn't a lot of damage coming out of his DPS for the enemy team to have to heal anything. So, you know, that's okay. That's okay. Soak-wise, well, Leo matched one of the 2 people on the side of FC, so just outplayed all around, it looks like. Any kind of special talents? I like this Thrall build. I like the Thrall build. I do like the stacking Feral Spirit at 4. This one is also, it's a good stacking one. It's more of a tanky Thrall build. I like the Risk It for the Biscuit one. Nothing else crazy here. Muradin's pretty stock standard. Leap of Faith. Again, I don't... Yeah, you got the HP Shredder from Hanzo. I like play the game at 20. I'm greedy. And we didn't get to see any bombastic back-to-back-to-back Riptires today, so that was kind of a bummer. The Chromie got her 20. That's fun. She had the piercing Qs. Yeah, I don't know if the Mal'Ganis other ultimate would have been a good choice. I mean, Carrion Swarm's kind of an escape, Ben. It makes you untargetable, and you get to walk away with it, and you get to heal, but it's better as I'm in the middle of your team, and I'm gonna do whatever I want in the middle of your team instead of a walk away from you thing. So, thank you. Thank you, Cat, as we walk away from the stat screen. Perfect. Alright, we're going to Sky Temple for game 2. I'm sure. Surely this one will be better. Surely we will have a battle on our hands this time. Oh, looks like... Oh, I got an update. Boop. Sky Temple. There you go, team. Let's see who chose map. Who chose the map? Someone tell me. Pizza picked the map again. So let's... I'd like to see a comp that benefits from having map pick. I want to see a good... a good map composition. We need some macro for the objectives. We need some early team scuffling because the lasers from the altars will shred your bases. And you want to get those early and quickly. Giving them up early kind of leads to things getting a little out of hand. So we don't want to see that happen. GG. Those are inappropriate initials, I think. But we're ready. I was going to pronounce FHK as a word, but that would have been a naughty word. And that would have been a strike by the NGS police against me. We don't like upsetting the NGS police. Keep it nice, keep it clean. We have a different captain for the side of Hong Kong this time too, so a little bit of props from Hong Kong, commenting and complimenting the gust play out of Pado. I have to agree. Pado's gusts were very good at really kind of shutting down most of the light bomb engages out of the Murden. But you know, maybe some damage out of some ults this time. Let's see some stuff and things. Draft phase, game 2. Here we go. Begin. First pick for Hong Kong. See if we... I mean, it's Sky Temple. If you're going to ban Falstad, now's the time. If you like Pado's play on it, you'd get rid of it. But they don't want him to have his Vala. More important. Who do we get rid of? Rooster Pizza. Who do we ban this game? Who do you not like? Just play Cho'Gall. Just give it to me. They are not going to deal with Anduin's shenanigans with the light bomb, so he is gone. No Anduin for you. Who's next? There it is. They are done dealing with Pado's gusts and remove Falstad from the video game. They have left Zul'jin up. Is it bait? Will they have a plan for Pado's one-trick pony? Everyone always has a plan for Pado's Zul'jin. Getting rid of the Blaze again. Let's see what they bring. That is an instant locked Dahaka. No questions. Just BAM! Done. Taking that global bruiser presence. Macro push. We grab the Rhaegar. And a noob. So we went bruiser DPS last time, and now we have a tank healer. But we grabbed an S tier hero on the first phase before the ban, so I'm a little more in tune with the choices this time. Splenda Daddy. Got you on that Dahaka. At least we're not running it back this time. We've got some different plans. Oh, just kidding. Here comes Murden. And so now you have Zagara and Dahaka. So we are full bore on macro and spreading pizza around the map. So I'd like to see some answer here. You don't have a bruiser yet. I know this is wild. A Deathwing? A Deathwing will get you around the map. That would be cool. Different. Unique. I don't know if that's what we'll get, but we hope. We hope. Zagara on a Calyrex, or vice versa. We got rid of Brightwing to get rid of some more. And that's all of Pado's heroes. They're gone. They're gone. No Vala, no Zul'jin, no Falstad. So who will Pado play? I don't know. I've only ever seen him at, like, it's got to be Orphea, maybe. Or Illidan. I don't know. That's it. That's all I know. That's all I know what he does. And I've known, and there it is. We've done the Abathur Illidan. So it's a macro map, but again, you're doing this into 2 macro threats already. So they're going to need to fight hard, and you're going to need to win the altars to keep up the macro pressure of what they're going to go into. But Abathur Illidan not exactly known for their early game strength, so grabbing the Aureole for Helix and Li Ming. So, all right, we will work with it. Where is Li Ming? Come on, there you go. So, still, man, I mean, I guess. And Chromie again. So I hope. Bring it in, boys. Last time we're 1-1 on this on these choices. So we'll see what they can do. Can they last long enough to get to the Abathur Illidan strike point? Chromie will help. She gives you a little bit of early game strength, but I still think it's going to be difficult to fight for the altars with the comp that you have. Anubarak, not a lot of damage, and a lot of what they've got is outranged by the Li Ming. So that's okay. We'll see what they got. I'm not here to bash. I'm here to comment and make constructive criticisms. Yes, that's what we do as we enter the genitalia measurement construction zone in the middle of the map. You get your buttons. You can see who's playing the game. You're welcome. Let me check the talents. Dwarf Lock out of Murden again. Just go Stormbolt. Just go fun. Just go fun Murden. It's fine. Pull out some fun stuff. DPS Aureole. Teleport. Oh God, please don't be teleport, Li Ming. It's I can feel it. I can feel it boiling my blood. Macro and macro out of those 2. Lightning Shield. Globe build out of a noob. That is Sugarman's favorite thing to do on any of those stacking globe heroes. Illidan is dash stuff. Abathur has left the building to go top. And deep breathing. So we got the Dragon Breath talent out of Chromie. It's been a long time since I thought that talent was the better choice. So looking like he's prioritizing the wave clear, which I like out of it. Illidan already in the other lane needs to look out as they come down for him, but Pizza going to try to get the early XP lead by splitting early, but it doesn't look like that was very effective as the XP still goes over to FC Hong Kong that early. So we're going to see the creep tumors coming out from Zagara all over the map. Got a little super creep highway down the left side of the map here. Not a lot of... Still, I guess there's enough to get rid of it. Lightning Shield from Rhaegar, the Spike Growth. Yeah, I guess there's enough. I'll be okay. Everybody taking their siege camps, ignoring each other. Chromie looking to do the wave. A noob in the wave. But the camp gets done by Hong Kong first. And Abathur hanging out. I find it kind of weird that Abathur is in the top lane, considering top and mid are where your first objectives are on this map, but I don't know how Abathur works, so he knows better than I do. Hong Kong taking the Bruiser camp early. Pizza not. They're going for it now. So just a little behind the game, behind Hong Kong's take. It looks like they're going to clear the wave to make room for their Bruiser camp to push in while Pizza works on theirs. You have 2 in the bot lane pushing. So, Pizza not in a good spot if a fight breaks out right now. Thrall, or Dahaka dragging the siege camp in so the towers can help take it down. Nice little sneaky move. Abathur, you need to wake up. You need to wake up, son. He scoots out as the rest of the team runs in to defend their little pajama-clad slug. And he will get back into his bed and try to help. So the wall managing to stay alive for the side of Pizza. Not by much. The Li Ming throws a couple magic missiles out and knocks it down. Noob comes over the wall, tries to burrow people up, but again, you don't have any damage with this early. It's just not there. The Illidan just kind of is there to be annoying right now, so you don't want to fight these guys. You can't, I don't know. I don't know what they gotta live and make it. So I'd say just stay away from the enemy team and do what you can. But it's a 4v2 as a Noob tries to burrow charge in. Rhaegar escorting him away. But just a wave from Pizza trying to push up a little bit, but Li Ming dealing with this fine up here. Looks like she's going to go more the Arcane Orb build instead of the Teleport build, which I approve of. And it looks like they're probably just going to trade objectives 1 for 1, which is better than Pizza's usual performance here. They usually just give them both up or die or something, so it's different. Chromie trying to dodge the Dahaka, but it is a 2v1 here. Noob protecting his little bronze dragon. Ooh, big double hit from the Sandblast onto Dahaka, but must have been fully charged on Essence as he just heals it all up and walks away. Illidan wanting to find something here, but doesn't have a fort to go back to, so hyper-aggressive 2v4. Watch out, Mr. Pajama Man. Your building's not there anymore. And he goes back to sleep, as he should. So, all 5 members of Pizza are in one lane with an Abathur comp. That's not how you get XP. So, hopefully they will leave him to his business. But, again, he's sleeping in a lane that has no fort, so this feels kind of creepy. Is he leaving? Nope, he's going back to bed. Okay. Everybody runs to the bot lane now, because that's where the next objective is. Illidan trying to fight Dahaka, and Dahaka says, haha, it's only level 7. What will you do to me, you little demon hunter man? And everybody walks away. Hong Kong a little bit more on point with the camps now. Their siege camp will be already crossing the midway point on the map as Pizza starts theirs. But Chromie only has 4 stacks on her W talent, so that's kind of rough. We'd be a little more along on that one. And now everyone's in the same lane as Abathur again. So Illidan running off to grab the vision point and try to deal with the Dahaka, who's cramming top lane in. But that means it's a 4v3 in bot lane without the guy that your Abathur is here to spawn up. So we got a mule dropping to help fix the towers down here. A noob goes in, gets slammed by Ariel into the wall. We'll get a couple more stacks out of Chromie for her Dragon Breath talent, but the noob just trying to buy space, but he's not able to actually get anything done here. Slowing sands from Chromie to stand in front of the wall so that the minions can't do much. Towers are just staying up, but there comes an Arcane Orb to blow it up, and it is still 3v4 down here as 10s come in a level ahead of Pizza as Hong Kong goes Avatar, Crystal Aegis, Disintegration. We got a Maw out of Zagara. Love it. And Adaptation out of Dahaka. So he's going to be incredibly hard to kill. Especially because Illidan's just going to be wailing on him, and Dahaka's just going to adapt to it and heal it all back. So everybody runs away from the full health fort as the macro pressure and the consistent push of Hong Kong just continues to push into Pizza. Illidan fighting off the Dahaka, still can't get anything done up here. Abathur sitting in the middle of the lane, he's also not going to get much. 10s finally come through for Pizza, and what will we get here? We got Cocoon, and Cocoon, and still just Cocoon. We haven't chosen our other there we go, Ancestral. I mean, okay. And we the Hunt from Pado this time. Now remember, when he won with this before, he went Metamorphosis. So going to Hunt for the pick, he gets back across the map. He's going to jump onto the Li Ming, who's able to walk it off. Ariel slaps the Illidan away. Crystal Aegis comes out to protect her. Will they commit to it? They don't. Devouring Maw catches 2 people. Muradin was in a cocoon, but there goes Rhaegar, unable to get an Ancestral down as he pops out of the Maw. Dr. J. Chromie is going to drop down. Illidan trying to do some work. Can't stick to the Li Ming as Ariel slaps him against the wall again. A noob trying to make some space for the Illidan. You see Abathur still doing some shielding. Illidan dashing in, but he's one man amongst five. The health bar is dropping slowly, 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 slowly. The Abathur's in front of the wall. And he's dead. Bye-bye nap time, Abathur. And a noob heals up to full health. So the tank, Sugarman doing everything he could to buy space for his team. And that is a rare compliment for Sugarman out of my mouth. You're welcome. Did everything he could to buy space. Illidan trying to stick to the back line, but just doesn't have the pressure yet there. That being said, we went monstrosity for Abathur. So that might have been why he got caught. Just working with his friendly heroes or having a monstrosity out. The boss is almost down. Noob goes in for the dive. Can they get to it? Noob steps on the line. This is what Pizza did last time on this map. Ancestral just in time to keep the Noob going. Dahaka drops. Will they steal oh my god, the Maw, and then Pato stepping up like a hero. Everyone piled onto this circle. It is so close to going towards the side of FC Hong Kong. The health bar is dropping. Chromie steps up. Can't be enough health. It's so close. Whoa. It swung both ways. So incredibly close. And that devouring Maw coming in clutch to rip Pizza off of the circle. Wowee. Those kind of circles are where you like having an Ariel, where everyone's just in a bedroom being sweaty and naked all on top of each other, and she hits everybody. Hits everybody with her big AoE circle. So, woo-wee. Close. I need a minute. Boss comes in. The mule's going to try to fix the wall while the boss is working on it. But again, we've got 4 people in one lane. And the levels tick away slowly in advantage of Hong Kong. Now a 2-level advantage. Just need to get to 16. Once you get to 16, Abathur and Illidan are much more able to do something. Crystal Aegis comes out as they jump onto the Dahaka. No ults are out yet. Illidan just throws the hunt out. The adaptation coming in for the big heal in Dahaka. Can they manage to get him? Illidan sticking to him as hard as he can. Crystal Aegis, they'll be able to, go body block him. They're going to body block him. They're able to get it, and they get the Dahaka. So they get his ult, they get the kill, and they get the Crystal Aegis out of Ariel. So could be able to follow up. Chromie just walks away in a straight line to eat a Stormbolt from Muradin. Everybody coming out here. We have an Ancestral going down pretty early on Pato. Sugarman taking a laser beam. He's able to burrow charge towards Li Ming and get away. The reset on the fight, not too shabby for Pizza, but they have a siege cam pushing bottom. Sugarman, you only have 400 HP. That's probably not a great idea. Comes out, and he's able to walk away with a lightning shield. But the objectives are up, and Dahaka is going to be back in a moment, so you guys got the kill, but again, they're not able to do anything with it because they keep trying to force the fight, and they can't kill anything else. So they don't get any kind of push, they don't get objectives, they don't get any more kills. So Bruiser, Pato jumps in by himself onto a Li Ming into the middle of 4 people. A new burrow charges in, misses wildly. Pato gets some heals out. He's going in. Cocoon onto the Muradin. He's able to jump out of the slowing sands. And Ariel keeping everyone alive. Rhaegar keeping everyone alive. Pato eating an arcane orb to the face. Drops him, but he's healing up pretty good. That's what Illidan does. He just continues to heal up. Chromie taking the point by herself. As Hong Kong taking the bottom objective and resetting the top lane. So they're going to want to come in here. Illidan scouting the bush, has no health, has to do something. 200 HP Muradin jumping in. Pato can't get over the wall. He is left to die as it looks like Pizza was a little confused on where to go because half of them went bottom, half went top, and nobody won anything. Chromie gets chased all the way back to her base and dies. The tank and the healer of Pizza are dealing with the Super Drain tank, Sustain tank, Dahaka, and they also can't kill him. So nothing gained anywhere on the map as Abathur's just sleeping here. So we keep taking things on the map. It's almost 16. So if there's a time for a pizza to pull it off, it is now. This is where you have a talent equivalency. You're down 2 levels, but you're on the same talent tier. You're able to take a fight here. The monstrosity is pushing as hard as he can. It's about halfway stacked up. But Hong Kong is relentless in their push. Zagara being able to keep the waves clear as Dahaka runs and around the map and has his global to get back to the base. So will they try to make a dive here? It's a 4v4 here. Illidan goes on to the Li Ming, but there's no follow-up on it. The Ariel gets cocooned. Do they take the fight while Ariel's locked up? She's fully healed. Pato healing as much as he can. Sticking. Ancestral comes on to the Illidan, bringing him back to full. Li Ming gets Crystal Aegis and healed back up as Rhaegar drops. They're not able to stick to the target. Going the hunt feels like a suboptimal choice when you knew Ariel already had Crystal Aegis and could just protect the person that you're trying to blow up with the Illidan, as they've been doing over and over again. Chromie just got, well, I've seen that video on the internet. It involved a couch and a bunch of black guys and a little white girl, and that's what Chromie just got. Oh no. And that's probably it. Abathur has already died once this game, chooses not to do it again. He doesn't even want to go in and slap somebody. Go slap someone, Abathur. Go slap someone and defend your base. You can do it. Go. He's not. He's just chilling in his pajamas. Everyone's respawning, but it's too little too late. Abathur's still not going to do anything here. Not anything. Oh, and he went to take a nap. So, nighty-night, Abathur. 2-0 for Hong Kong. As we zoom in on Abathur taking a nap. I mean, the boss fight was exciting. That was fun. Look at the damage numbers. It was closer in damage. And heal numbers, I mean, it's between, if you get to add in the Abathurs, it's close enough. XP, just a lot more in kills on the side. Like, this is just huge XP difference. Like the top ones, Abathur Dahaka did okay, but everything else just a little, just not enough because of the kills, and they're moving around the map. Zagara able to clear the waves fast enough to make some moves. So that's it. 2-0 for FC Hong Kong. Let's go take a gander. I'm sure someone's going to come pop into the lobby with me. And we're going to switch over here. Maybe chat it up. Chat it up with our homies. Chat it up with the homies. Talent-wise, we didn't even get to 20s. We don't know. We'll never know. And I was wrong. We did go teleport build. Boo. Boring. But we got a Devouring Maw out of Zagara. And it was, I'd say it was game-changing, but I don't know how game-changing it was, but it was save the boss. 100%. Crystal Aegis, huge impact. Able to shut down the single target focus of Illidan every time, so nice talents there. And welcome to the lobby there, Mr. OGGO.
How's it going?
Oh, well,
you call me Geo. How you doing, Garuda?
Geo, absolutely, sir. I mean, it's great. I didn't have to blow my throat out tonight. That's nice. Thanks for the easy evening. Congrats on the win.
Appreciate it.
What'd you bring today? What did you learn Tuesday that you brought to today that made today a little bit cleaner?
Well, I didn't play Diablo, so that would probably be the primary factor. That is a very difficult hero for me, and probably way above my skill.
That's okay. You just shoot out fire. Fire Mage Diablo is best Diablo. He's not a tank. He's a DPS.
That's actually what we've started coaching me on, is that he's a melee.
Yeah.
He's a melee DPS, and he has to be kind of played that way. So I don't know if you're kidding, but that's how I'm trying to
listen.
Learn to
I've been rocking Flame Wave Diablo forever, and now I see that's what everyone's doing. So, You're welcome,
Okay,
everybody.
that's what they have me doing. And you saw how badly I do it. And
It's all right. I wasn't here to
I
judge
should have
you.
gone lightning breath because I cannot execute that APOC combo.
Lightning
So
breath is
anyway,
so much better
that's
when you get to AP, but we won't. We're not gonna harp on my builds. But so you didn't play Diablo.
this.
You chose Murden.
No, the skill on our team is at the other positions. So like, if we bring something where I just am setting up, the team tends to knock it down, and that works for us.
You did play basically the easiest skill cap tank in the game, so I mean, you clearly learned your lesson. Well done.
Yeah, I listen. Like I said, I just wish that when you walked away, you could wait a few seconds and be at full health again. Oh wait, you can, right? You know?
Yeah. So I mean, let's talk about game one. Game one, they didn't ban Volskaya and chose it. And then
Yeah.
I liked your guys' comp. You guys said, sure, we'll just bring the Junkrat again. And Hanzo was stacked by 4 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Hanzo's a very skilled player. We like to teach Chai because she usually somehow manages to die once. And she's very highly skilled player, so we love to talk to her about that. She's going to stack quickly. She's going to be in the right place at the right time most of the time. And I don't know. I like to draft heroes that I hate playing against.
Yeah.
Junkrat and Hanzo are two, especially as a tank.
Yeah.
It's just a miserable life trying to play against them, right? Because they're chunking you constantly.
Well, I would agree with you, but then Rooster Pizza chose what I think is objectively the worst tank to go into what you had with Mal'Ganis. So, did that spook you? Was that a curveball for you guys seeing the Mal'Ganis come out? Because
our feeling on Mal'Ganis is that situationally he can be oppressive, but there are a lot of ways to handle him. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't say he scared us. The Falstad, I think you saw we banned it partially for the map game too, but a lot for the play.
Yeah.
I think it's Pado.
Yeah.
Plays like that is some of the cleanest Falstad, honestly, I've ever seen. The number of times just gusted for the quick save. I don't know whether we got the Falstad in. It was very impressive. But yeah, if you can harass the Mal'Ganis, it just is hard for everybody else, right? Like there's time Leo got a great in tune, but it's right after we picked the Mal'Ganis, I think, so it's hard for them to capitalize on that.
Sure. And then it felt oppressive. You guys did well. Like I said, I like your guys' Thrall play. I always like seeing your Thrall. Really well done. I prefer the other 4 talent, but you know.
Any excuse to bring Thrall, Gerudo, we love it. It's like small map, 2-lane map. He is. I honestly think a lot of people still don't understand how good Thrall is, and it's crazy to me.
It feels like everyone wants to play him with the other level 1 talents, and that makes him objectively weaker.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because it used to be right that electricity, whatever it is, on the level 1, right? Yeah. The double Q.
No, man. I love your guys' Thrall talent builds. I love it all. Like I said, I just prefer the stacking Feral Wolf talent, but I know in a coordinated 5-man play, it's a little risky. We didn't get any fun Riptire combos today. That was kind of sad. I was looking forward. But then we'll just jump to game 2 and.
Did you see how many times they gusted away the light bomb?
It was
Falstad?
Yeah, his I will
really
say
good.
Pizza has a number of good Falstad players, and they are really good with those gusts. I'll never discredit that it's him, Pato or Night Knight. They've both had some really good Falstad play this season so far.
But they definitely stopped a lot of combos from working. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. And then game 2, they pulled out I don't want to say the cheese that they're famous for, but they pulled some out. Which, you know what, I kind of called it because as soon as you banned the Zul'jin, I was like, he doesn't have anyone else to play. Pato, you have banned Pato's pool.
Oh, is that right?
Pretty much.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I don't think I'm giving away any secrets. I think it's pretty scoutable, but if I did, sorry, Pato. My bad.
I can tell you we were looking weeks ahead. It's 3, 4, 5 weeks ago that I said if Toast is in the lineup, we're banning the KTZ.
Yeah, well, that's the other. Those are the two. Toast KTZ, and then anything that auto attacks for Pato. That's the as an opposing captain for a couple seasons. That's what I brought to the table too. Um, but you guys did it well. Like I think the Illidan Abathur. I think it was aggressive into your guys' macro comp. I'm not a fan because I know as Abathur Illidan you kind of have to give up a lot of ground, and it felt greedy when you guys are already showing Dahaka Zagara. Um,
Yeah, right. If you don't get the kills, you're really in a bad spot because it's pretty hard to keep up with macro, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it gets kind of one dimensional.
and then I was kind of
They were
surprised to
close.
see the hunt come out when you guys had already had Crystal Aegis. So I think the threat was severely diminished at that point. But that's besides the point. But you guys played it well. Talk me through the boss fight because that.
Okay. We were having a conversation the entire time, right? So we were well ahead, or I would not have called that. Like, if I, like,
It was
if
definitely an
I
early boss
had-
call.
There was a window, but we didn't have mana,
Right.
So timing wise, I think we had the time, but the problem was not having the mana. And then it just ended up being a show for the audience that I hope you guys enjoyed.
I stumbled by the end because I thought like they had it from you, and then a 3-man devouring
I
maw
did too.
came out, and then like Chromie stuffed her tiny little butt onto the thing with like 2% left, and I ran out of words at one point. That was it was good caster practice. We'll put it that way.
It was fairly bananas. That was a clown show.
No, it's you need
So
one.
yeah, not a call I would make if we were on a racer wire. We could afford to have that one go against us, and then we would have had to really tighten up, you know.
I definitely think that would have bridged the gap to 16 for the Illidan comp a little bit better.
Yeah.
I still wasn't a fan of his alt choice, but it would have been better, right? But I even called out the Devouring Maw. You don't see that very often on a Zag, and that was, I'd say, the
We love
clutch
it.
moment.
We love it. We play it almost exclusively because of how we play.
Yeah,
I know there's a place for Nidus, but just
yeah,
the
the
way
garbage
we run,
bin.
it works for us. Cal's really solid with it.
Yeah, but I mean that was it. It was 2-0. I don't know much else. If you've got any thoughts or reflections on the week, what your season looks like.
I can just tell you, we love those guys, Rooster Pizza, some of the nicest folks we've met in the league. We appreciate you casting.
Of course.
Appreciate my teammates and the league and all the great people keeping this silly little game we love alive.
Well,
So thanks.
on that note, if the game was to be kept alive, who would you add to the game, my friend? You've got one choice. Bring in a hero of your preference.
It's so cliche. It's so cliche, but I would go Master Chief. I
All right.
I
Well,
still remember bringing friends over with TVs and Xboxes in their car to
hey,
do a
let's
local
not
LAN to play.
let's not age check everyone here. All right.
Yeah.
I watched a friend of mine drop his TV on a staircase bringing
no.
stuff over for a Halo LAN party. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So special place in my heart. That even though he's basically Rainer, that's who I'd want.
But okay, so I don't remember. I really should just make notes of it. But someone had brought up Master Chief before, and described him as kind of wanting to play, if you're familiar with League, an Aphelios clone. Are you familiar with Aphelios?
I don't know that champion.
Okay, so he basically he has like a bunch of different weapons that he swaps between. And it changes his
okay.
abilities based on what weapon he has out. So is that like a route you would go, or what would your Master Chief look like?
I think I would want high mobility, like sort of Nova, but with maybe Muradin Zeratul mobility. If I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I want that kind of sniper kill pressure,
Okay.
but also the ability to close a distance pretty quickly.
So what was it? What would his ults be for you? What would his choices be?
Oh my gosh.
Just because you chose someone
I
that
don't
someone
even
else did,
know.
so we
Good
got to
one.
get some differences here.
I don't know.
I
What
think
would
so.
you
They
do?
said one of them was going to be the energy sword, and I don't
You
remember what the
know,
other
that's
one
great.
was.
You would just manifest it for like a few swipes.
Yeah, kind of like the
That's a
Genji
great
Dragon
idea.
Blade, or like a just an insta kill like skill shot. I mean, it
Yeah,
wouldn't be
that's
insta
actually
kill,
really
but
good.
I prefer just getting in a warthog. You get in a warthog, you
I
drive
was
around
gonna
for a
say
bit.
Warhog, but I didn't know how you. What would you do?
You
It's
run
not a
into
medic
people.
like
You
a.
you drive that thing around like a Professor X wheelchair, and you just you
Okay,
just
done.
you just ram people.
So it'd be like the Chen barrel of Warhog
I mean, you've got the
or
Cho'Gall
Diva.
tech. Why not? Yeah, there you go. You got vehicles in the game. You've got Cho'Gall tech. You bring in a Warthog, and all of a sudden you've got a Gauss cannon, and someone hops in and
I'm
Gauss
here for it.
cannons. I love it.
I'm. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? If a second hero could mount.
Hey,
Oh my god,
BlizzCon 2026. The ideas are here. Come to my channel.
we did it.
We've got your HOTS
We did it,
3.0
everybody.
ideas. All right,
Love it.
Geo. You're in first place. I think you
Appreciate
guys are
you.
safe for the rest of the season, but I wish you luck,
Thank you.
and we'll see you come playoffs. I'm sure.
Thanks for the cast. Appreciate you. Take
Have a
care.
pleasant evening.
You too. Cheers.
Well, that's that. Heard it here first. Master Chiefs coming to frickin' hots. We people want it. Uh, if there's any people that work for Blizzard watching this stream right now, I expect Master Chief and Hots to be on the whiteboard in your office by the end of the week. But for everyone else, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week. We're gonna do a co-cast next week. We've got PRA and the Rooster Pizza Boys, and I cast for Rooster Pizza, but everybody that knows PRA knows Blue cast for them. And after many seasons of just fighting over who casts that matchup, it sounds like we're just going to combine our efforts and cast it together next week. So make sure you're either here or at Eternally Blues channel next week for that epic showdown. And thanks for being here. We appreciate all you guys being here. I tell you to sub or like or follow or do whatever you do, but we're just kind of doing some hot streams. I don't do much else. So, uh, Ben, who am I raiding? Is there a raid? Mod Ben Mod. Uh, he's not. My mod doesn't have a good raid for me. So, I don't. Hold on. Twitch. Let's see if anyone's going. Oh, Tokibee's up again. Let's do some Tokibee. Where is it? Raid. And then... Oh. Why would we go to Tokibee when we could go to our buddy Eternally Blue? Let's go to him this time. So, everybody, strap in as we go to raid our buddies over here. Thanks for hanging out, all you Narus, Zoras, that's what it is, and Gorons and Kokiri. We out of here. Starting our raid. Thanks for hanging out, guys. You'll have a pleasant evening. Save your rupees. Get yourself something nice. See you next week. Thanks for hanging out. Good night.